Damn it, Raison. You rolled so well for your first attack, and I can't get this thing off. He's too tiny.
Yeah, I was just gonna smack this one off with his hand.
You're going to attack? You may attack if you wish.
I don't think I have any melee attacks set up, though. I should probably set up a melee attack for my my boy, my beautiful symbiote boy. But
That is true. If you want to, corner your symbiote, it is more sentient now than it was before. It does create a blade for you that you can cut it off.
yeah, but like it had a weird effect when it touched me, so I'm worried that it'll have an effect on my symbiote.
It seems to be forming a blade.
Okay, screw it then. I'm gonna Assassin's Creed style
actually,
light this thing off.
Do you want to hidden blade it? It does also transform, like, it goes over your hand and basically transforms into what appears to be a claw. Like, it's almost like a larger version of like a claw with shiny metal.
Claw.
It's like, what would you prefer, basically?
Claw then, and just
So you just dig the claw in and rip it off.
yeah.
As you tear it off and throw it to the ground, the poison it leaks and the blood leaks out of the tendril, but it's now free to move around. The claw simply wipes itself, it like moves your arm for you, wipes itself off, and then reverts back to your shoulder.
Alright, awesome.
And you almost hear a sound from it this time. It almost perceives fun. Seems like the longer you use it, the more sentient it becomes.
Nice, nice. I was very happy to see mindfulness coming from this thing.
Aiden.
27. Is that enough?
Yes.
Nice. Oh, I'm gonna
But you
assume that
miss.
that's not gonna hit.
Whoosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're probably all we're probably like rolling around at this point. It's probably pretty hard to get a real shot.
Just two kaiju fighting against each other. Just Kuzon.
I'm just gonna focus on at this point. Like I'm just gonna like swing my arms at it. I'm just going full wide with like my claw hand, just going for the face. Rawr! Oh boy.
Yeah, sadly, even flat-footed, you miss by 1.
He's
Son
not
of a
flat-footed.
gun.
I missed with my trick attack, so.
Yeah, it's got 20 AC, so he missed by 1.
Oh no, wait, I did succeed with my trick attack. Never mind. So yeah, he is flat-footed.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I want to use my yeah, I'm going to just like hold and I want to maneuver myself. Like I'm basically, I guess here's a question. So this is like a pit, right? And then there's like eyes at the bottom of it, or like what does it look like from my perspective down there?
Down there, you just see like this shifting creature moving around, and you see these glowing eyes peering up at you as it's starting to stir awake.
Yeah, I'm just gonna focus on trying to keep this guy's attention and keep him away from like the pit, basically. Like even if I had to move like this and try to keep him away, like I'm just interposing myself between this guy and whatever it is he wants to mess with.
Okay then. He heals a little bit. But I'm also going to... Let's have a look. Nope, that does not hit. So he basically whiffs above you, Kuzon. Just right over your head. However...
Kuzon be nimble, Kuzon be quick.
Kuzon not deal with your fucking shit. As she's standing there, he's also, let me check. You see another tendril come above you, Kuzon, and grapple onto his other arm. He's like moving him around, like, "Ugh," but up close. Would you roll me perception?
Perception, eh?
Mm.
Let me roll that perception, eh?
You see that it seems like these tendrils, you can see what appears to be glowing fluid coming from the creature and into the, Raphael. Raphael. God damn it, Thiveron, where are you? I'm dyslexic.
So it's coming out of White Fang
And going into the creature, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you. Prava.
Prava doesn't want to steal Razon's glory, so Prava's just gonna like walk here to position himself better. But as he walks by, like a hard light, lever, and fulcrum materialize between Razon and the rock.
I'm gonna, since I forgot to roll, I am gonna roll this time. With that, and his natural strength, and the fulcrum, he's almost got it undone. No, wait, because of his previous attempts, it's damaged. Yeah, so he's actually got it off now. So you just see him like, I did it! He's like laying on the ground like, finally.
Way to show that
Aiden.
Roku's boss.
I kick its ass.
There it is. And this is gonna be my 5th bullet. I'm gonna have to reload soon. Oh, come on.
Woof,
That's me
miss. Kuzon.
Actually, wait. Since I'm not moving, I'm gonna use my move action to reload my canned cannon. Reloading in the heat of battle.
There's nothing like reloading in the heat of battle. Yes.
I'm so like one of his arms is being grappled by like the tentacle of this thing.
Yes, they're two of his limbs. Like both his arms have a tendril around them.
Okay. And you said there's like energy is being, I guess, what's the direction of the energy? Is it going into White Fang or is it going away
No,
from
out.
White Fang?
Out of him.
Okay.
It's like it's draining him.
I am going to I am going to take my my cabling, like my reinforced cabling that I spent so much time crafting myself, and seeing this, I'm going to go for his legs, and I'm just gonna like try to wrap around his legs.
You're trying to prune him, are you?
Yeah, I just want to knock him. Well, actually, I'll just go grab the legs. I'll grab both of his legs. I'm just gonna put him to the ground and like do like put him into like a wrestling style like pin.
One,
Okay,
2, 3.
go ahead. Make the attack.
Oh, now that's relevant.
Oh, that is nice. Very nice. So essentially, you've grappled him to the ground, have you? Just like, poof, poof.
Yeah, I'll
So-
I'll. That's pretty cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
Yeah, it's just saying it's basically like two lizards fighting. Just one's on top, is just poof, poof, rolling over each other. Just dish, dish, dish. That is very nice. So you
I'm
basically
gonna do
try
the pin. I'm gonna do the pin where like you sit on their back and you just grab their legs and pull.
Just holding one down. While grappled, he can get off an attack, however, still. And he hits. Hits for 22 damage.
Yikes!
So basically, he comes down. He's like, "Doosh," like grabs onto your neck and starts to squeeze, and you see blood pouring from Kuzon's neck. Just. However, that's test for other being. And as you're holding him down, you see another tendril whip around and grab onto his legs. Just as the last one's coming over, like above. Prava.
Well, it's been another 3 turns. I'm fully photon tuned now.
I'm actually pretty close to getting knocked out. I have like 20. I'm through all my stamina and over half my hit points.
It's scary. It's only 10 feet. Kuzon's out of range.
Okay.
I want to do the thing where like you. I'm
There's
gonna
no way we
like
can make that,
roughly.
so-
I'm gonna roughly grab him by the skull and just like lift him up and use him as a heat shield.
Just a bunch of flames slam into him. Aiden. Oh, nice! You did hit him.
I'm gonna go for the fucking backbreaker, dude.
German suplex him into the pit.
Yeah.
Just
That seems like a terrible idea, but it would be funny.
I mean, the creature is trying to drain him, so you know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go for a. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna take my metal arm, and I'm just gonna go for like a sleeper hold, like try to just like choke him out.
Choke him out. Alright, make your attack.
Go to sleep.
You hit. Do damage.
Yeah, so I'll just like wrap. Actually, I'll wrap my flesh arm around his neck, and I'll take my metal arm and just start clonking him on top of the skull, trying to put him to sleep.
Sleep, sleep, poof, 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 poof.
It'd be like the scene
7.
from Avengers where like where the Iron Suit
Yeah.
is just like a piston fist, just like sleep, 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 sleep. Come on, come on.
That's what I was thinking exactly. Yeah.
Right. Let's have a look.
Okay, so what am I rolling? I'm rolling a d20 to try to like hold him.
Yeah. Let me check. So your strength's changed due to Ravina.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
plus 11, I think is what it was, wasn't it?
Does not manage to get out of your grip. And let me roll for the creature. Let me see. Raison does manage to fire a bullet at it. It just as it's going like as it's the round hits onto the side of its cheek, and it roars at Raison, but then the other tendril wraps around its neck and slowly starts pulling into the pit. However,
Okay.
as it does,
Uh-oh.
Kuzon, you fool!
Kuzon goes with it. You hear Raison go, "Dad!"
I'm gonna rush towards
combat's
the edge
over.
of the hole.
Prava's gonna jetpack into the pit like immediately.
As you jetpack, you just see it's just a cradle of like almost leaves blocking the way. It's been dragged into the center.
Shit. I'm gonna try and dive through the leaves and try and get a view on Kuzon.
As you're trying to get through the leaves, it's hard. It's not really like plant matter. They're like leather, like skin almost.
Prava like sends like distressed thoughts towards the creature and like images of like Kuzon free.
Meanwhile, Kuzon, it's but black where you are, almost completely silent, like you're floating in midair.
Huh.
You hear small banging from above you, but you can't really focus yourself. And that's when you see the full size of a being before you. One moment.
Am I still holding on to White Claw?
Your grip has long since loosened. You can't feel
Yeah.
where he is or where you are. And
So I'm
as
just
you
kind of like
do,
drifting.
you see this.
Oh.
It's towering over you. It's huge. Even when you were in your Ravina form, you would feel this was a big being. its sails of flesh cover its bodies, mimicking that of old world fauna. You can see its patterns and colors changing as if natural camouflage was all too easy. Its eyes are locked onto you.
Kuzon kind of shrinks back a bit. Am I still like a big boy?
You were, but it seems like you have a few tendrils around you as well. You've reverted back to your small form.
Hello.
As it slowly lowers down one of its large tendrils, it comes towards you, but it seems to stroke the top of your head before the leaves under you start lifting you upwards.
As I'm being lifted, I'm like, wait, I have to understand. What are you? It's like, what? You have the secret to the Riveners.
It continues to look towards you, almost in a caring manner. As soon, Prava, you see from the very edge of the side, two Ishkeri push through the canopy of leaves.
Prava had like the claw out and he had plasma sheath applied to it, so his hand is in like a claw just blazing with flaming energy. And then the second he sees Kuzon like emerge safely, without dismissing the fire, he goes in to hug him.
Kuzon, you have the exhausted condition right now. You can move at half speed. You can't run or charge. You take 3 penalty to your every basically roll.
And I'm probably pretty fucking beat up because I went through all my stamina and a decent chunk of my health levels during that fight.
Exactly. Prava's merely fatigued while you are exhausted. You can see that White Fang is also in the same category right now.
I'm just gonna limply like, I'm not done with you yet. Just gonna lightly like slap him across the face, just limply.
He's like, ow! What'd you do that for?
Round 2, you asshole!
What do you mean round 2? Where am I? He's like looking at the small like inlay of things as your son starts pulling you out, even as you're flailing and trying to kick at like White Fang.
By the way, since I'm on top, I'm just gonna throw them down a rope and I'm gonna secure it somewhere so I can start pulling them up there.
White Fang does grab a rope as he's pulled onto the side. He's like hanging off and flopped on the ground.
Oh, by the way, Aiden speaks nonchalantly. Oh, you're still alive, and he prepares his gun.
I think the fight's over. I don't think that's necessary.
I'm just kidding. Jeez, you guys don't appreciate mercenary humor, and he puts his gun away.
Kuzon stares hard at White Fang. He's like, looks like our friend here decided to forgive you.
It saved me, didn't it? Why? He's like looking confused over at the crater. It seems like...
Yeah, Kuzon, because it's like you have the ability to fix this.
I guess I have no choice. Huh.
Do you have communication with the mercenaries back at the village? Call them off.
He gives a small nod and he's like trying to reach up. And meanwhile, as you try to talk to the thing, the creature unfurls itself. And it is like towering above all of you, looking down.
Hey, big guy. Nice moves. My everything hurts.
It lowers down, like patting like the smallish, poorish kiddies, even White Fang. Really, if you think about it, it's acting almost like a dog in a very like loyal type way. Just the other one being pet.
I'll like weakly lift up my hand and just like and just like return, just like pet.
As you give it central pat, it seems to slowly bring something out from its crater. It's another tendril, but it's covered in the type of bush that the small fruits are growing on around the cave. But this one is stark white with only the faintest streaks of purple in it. And it's offering out to you, Kuzon, as you lay there.
I'll like lift it up and I'll just like, I swear if I eat this and my muscles explode, I'll be pissed.
It seems to it seems to hold it against your chest, almost as if it wants you to keep it. Like,
oh.
It doesn't want you to eat it, not now at least.
Ooh.
So it's like a little bush, you said? Like a little, like, producing plant?
Well, for instance, over here, you see this, it's almost made out of the same stuff as what he's made out of, but there's just fruits growing across them.
This
There's a few
thing
randomly.
totally just ate me as a kid, dude. This thing totally just passed off.
You're dad now.
Oh.
Or it could just be a fruit, a unique fruit. You're gonna have to find out.
No. Let us
I'll
grow.
study.
To do.
I'll study it when I get back to the ship. Well, I
Seems
guess
to
I'll
be a
get Thiveron's help in studying it because I'm not so good at the life sciences. I have medicine and physical science, but I don't have life science.
Mm-hmm. But Raison's like, you can see him like making sure you're okay, like patting you over. He is amazed by the creature, but he's more concerned about you.
I'm all right. I'm gonna contact the because I assume I left the mule bot like folded up in the trunk of the cruiser. And I'm gonna contact the car's computer and ask it to send the mule bot down here. I
As it's
assume that
starting
would
to come
work
over.
because they're in the same spot, right? So like I could call the computer to ask it to command it to walk over here.
Yeah, I would allow that. So essentially, it's like making its way through the tunnels right now. You can see White Fang go, it's done. There, scatter. Ow.
So if Prava tries to interact with this creature using Wild Wise, do I get anything back from it?
Yes, you do. It's now much calmer. It's more or less like friends.
Prava matches its energy completely. And it Prava just kind of like motions to the little bush it gave to Kuzon, and just is kind of like questioning, like, what's this? What's...
Oh, you mean the fruit? Gift.
Okay.
It says gifts, strength.
Yeah, I imagine that I could probably eat it and Hulk out again if I wanted to.
It does seem a lot different from the others, however.
Maybe it's a permanent buff.
Maybe not.
Or maybe it won't destroy your body when you eat it. Who knows? You're gonna have to find out and
Hey,
study.
Prava, now can you take
Yeah.
any pictures of this?
Oh, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
Prava points to the symbiote in his shoulder that he trained to take pictures, already taking pictures.
Yeah, it's like got the camera and you just see. He doesn't seem to mind the camera at all. It does look towards you, Aiden, next.
What? What did I do?
Prava, you get the sense of friend as if question mark. Aiden doesn't know this.
Prava sends like a so-so back to it.
He reaches out a tendril to poke at you, Aiden.
Before it can poke me, I dodge it.
Prava nods sagely as if that's what he meant the whole time.
Scared friend.
Yeah, he's a jumpy one. Don't worry about him.
Scared friend, like danger before.
Not gonna lie, Prava, I don't know what this creature is trying to do, but I like it when my salad isn't reaching out for me.
He's just trying to make a friendly gesture, Aiden. Don't be so difficult. Go give that tendril a hug. Come on.
I'll pass.
It just seems to be like going, like waving a bit around you for a moment. It actually leans down towards you, its huge form looming over you.
Aiden doesn't step back, but he leans back. Seriously, Prava, what the hell's going on with this thing?
If you want to know what he's feeling or thinking about right now, Prava, I can just tell you, since you do, that's a permanent thing, isn't it, with Wildwise?
Yeah.
So essentially, you hear, well, you understand, it's basically like, it almost recognizes Aiden, or at least his race.
Oh, nice. Yeah, what Wildwise is literally a fungus that goes into my vocal cords and like worms its way up to my brain and gives me like an empathetic understanding of animals.
Wow, that
It's,
sounds
like,
so
literally,
wrong on
like-
so many levels.
Yeah, you do understand that it seems to recognize Aiden, or his race at least.
Aiden, I think this guy like knows something about you. It senses something in your blood.
Congratulations, it recognizes a human, so what?
Would anybody who's currently here please roll me culture? Oh, even roll Razon's culture just for a laugh.
I'm gonna assume this is not something military, and it's fitting because I crit failed.
Oh, I'll even do the influencer thing on you, Prava, since it has been a sore subject about reparations and stuff. The fact is that there was quite a lot of a workforce that worked on Akitan many years ago, like decades ago, basically was majority human.
Okay.
So, in other words, it could be recognizing Aiden as one of the races that essentially dug up its planet. Meaning that's pretty damn old.
Wow, you've been around for a while, haven't you?
It flutters over to you next as you talk to it.
If it like leans close to him, Prava like gets even closer to it, like almost touching foreheads with this creature.
As you do notice it almost has what your kind of mouth under all that sails and foliage. Basically has like pincers.
Nice. Can it chitter and click?
It can.
Makes, like...
Basically, that's what you hear. If you chitter at it chitters back. As it also makes a little like fluffy noise, like rustling leaves as it shakes its body, like a forest in the wind.
Prava can't do that noise, but he tries his best to like blow back at it.
You don't know why, but it seems to be really enjoying these interactions, almost as if it doesn't get them normally.
Oh, you're just a big Roman fella.
Do the other Ishketi not visit?
Not play. Bow.
Seems
Worship.
to say that they're a little more deferent to it. They don't treat it like a friend, more like a well, an idol. I'm gonna look into the pit. Does this creature seem like it's like fused to the ground? Is it like a tree? Does it have roots?
You can't exactly tell from all the different things, but it does seem to be able to like put out roots.
This guy
But yeah.
seems lonely here. I don't think we should just leave him. Maybe we should take him with us.
Excuse me?
I think the people here, I think he needs to stay here for the community. But what we can do is we can have a conversation with how they treat this guy, and maybe ask them to, you know, be a little bit more intimate, be a little bit more friendly. Maybe we could try to just shift the attitude of how they treat him a little bit.
Wait, hold on. We did all that just for us to leave it here? How long do you think it's gonna take before somebody else finds out about this and tries to do the same thing all over again?
I'm going to see what I can do to buff up security around the town and in this cavern.
Aiden's gonna take out one of his cigars and light it up and start smoking. I don't know, seems like we're just begging for more trouble if we just leave things as they are.
Well, I did tell you, this thing influences their minds, but maybe it doesn't mean to. White Fang says on the ground.
Kuzon just kind of like he's picking himself off the ground. He's a little bit shaky on his feet, but he's just gonna do like a mischievous grin, and it's like we're gonna buff up security around here and work on our relation program. And White Claw, you're gonna help me with that.
I guess I should repay those who saved my life.
It's good to see you guys acting all chummy, but before anything else, shouldn't we figure out what that goop you smothered me with does?
Goop?
You know.
Oh, that fire stuff?
Yeah, like, shouldn't we analyze that, see what the hell that is?
I believe that's some sort of Solarian magic, Raison says.
It's
I don't
magic
understand
fire, what makes your mind clean.
Yeah, I'm gonna need a bit more on that explanation there, Prava.
Well, have you felt any dirty thoughts since I bathed you in it?
No?
Aiden, as you're just standing there looking at Prava, you hear another rustling over you as the beings like leaning over you, and it just flutters again, and you just see all these very long leaves just pile on you, just.
The fuck?
Likes it if you blow back.
I'm gonna take another whiff of my cigar and I'm gonna blow smoke at it. Like this? What's going on?
It flutters back. It seems to think that you're playing now, as it's starting to pick up the elongated leaves actually reach all the way down to your legs, and it's like placing them on you.
The fuck is it doing? Prava!
It wants to play a game.
What do you mean it wants to play it? We were just in a life and death battle. What's wrong with this thing?
Aiden, would you roll me perception?
Okay. Hey.
As you roll perception, you notice the leaves that he's picking up from the ground aren't the color that he is, the azure and purples and the cyans. It seems to have adapted to the color of the floor. As it has taken on the color and almost even the cracks in the ground and the spaces.
I am going to pick one of them up and I'm going to put it over my armor to see if it changes the way it looks.
It doesn't seem to change straight away, but you can see like essentially as the creature like goes up to it and like touches it, it does change to the color of your armor. It flutters again, as if you. It's like, oh, you're playing with my leaves. Yes.
Can I make like a mysticism check to see if I can like magically influence these leaves and control the colors?
You may try. Let's have a look. What you would essentially do as you go up to them is, as you're charging them with a little bit of magic, they seem to change to the environment of what they're touching, essentially. It's taking a while, and you feel like while you could change individual leaves, it'd take about 10 minutes to change all of them. But you could probably build a small magic device that activates. You could make probably a good camo cloak out of it.
So I was thinking like a chameleon cloak out of this material would be awesome to have. Yeah, I guess Prava's gonna like ask the creature if it can like have some of these spare leaves that are just.
It just flutters more onto you. Just.
Prava collects as many as he can gather up. Just
so they're like changing color, like chameleon-like.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Ooh,
Like kind of like what it can do. As you see, its right arm is touching the stonework, and it's actually a different color than it is on top of him.
I kind of already have this, so I'm wondering what the leaves are gonna do on that.
Maybe we could use them for like other things, like vehicles and stuff.
well, like we were talking about like making Oswald into like a turret platform. Maybe we could make like a tarp to go over him and let him like blend into the surrounding environment. You know, we could set up some.
Oh, that would be cool.
way.
Even just as a tarp to like hide the car and stuff like that would like make it harder to detect would be good, considering I have a bright red paint job.
Ah yes, Oswald, a weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
I almost just want to keep making I'm split between making Oswald into a combat droid or just like making Oswald into like a nursing droid and just keep making him really nice and helping people. I'm split. I don't know.
What we do is that we leave his personality nice, kind, and sweet, but we load him with weapons that we operate from on top of him.
Yeah, so Oswald never operates the weapons himself. But yeah.
But yeah, meanwhile, Aiden, you're still being like played with.
I'm not sure how to handle this situation. Aiden's not good with tentacles.
Prava takes a couple of the leaves and he starts to like magically like just go through a bunch of different colors, and he does like a leaf dance to like entertain the creature and distract it from Aiden.
It is fully distracted. Does seem to be enjoying your company. You do get a call from the village at this point. It's like, the bandits have fled. Well done.
I'll position the camera and make it so that the creature, like I'll just like I'll make it so they can see me and then see the thing behind me in frame, and it's like, yeah, everything's good here.
Okay, wait, so you're pointing it that way, are you?
So like I'm pointing it like between me and it, like pointing it this way to like catch it in frame so that they can see me and see it behind me.
It's like, what is that for? And you hear the elder go, "That's the Great One. Oh, what are you doing in his chamber?"
Well, hold on now. Stop this Great One nonsense, all right? It's just a friendly guy who wants good company.
You say that as it's picking you up, Prava. It's like, yee.
I shrug. It's like the doors were breached, but everything's okay now. It's under control.
So it was not angered. I see. Okay, that's good.
No, in fact, he's and I'll just like do little pets. He is very happy right now.
It gives off a small ruffle.
By the way, since those guys are still looking at this creature with great reverence, this actually annoys Aiden a little bit. He looks for one of the tentacles, he pokes it and gives him his cigar.
It basically wraps around the cigar and brings it up. It's like looking at it for a moment before just eats it.
Not exactly what I had in mind, but hopefully that will ruin its image a little bit.
Yeah.
It won't ruin his stomach.
I'm sure. I know Ishketi have very strong feelings about smoking.
Oh, I would warn you. It's lucky that we didn't die here. It probably would have ate us. Just saying. Like White Fang says on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna die anyway, you know, I'd rather be part of the natural order.
I don't know, I look at this thing and it doesn't seem very natural.
Oh, it was from a time, you know, when this place was covered in over leaves and oases.
So this is supposedly the last of its kind, right? How do these things reproduce?
He gestures to a fruit.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll have to do some research on what we can do to incubate these.
Congratulations, Prava and Kuzon, you basically ate this thing's children.
That's what you do with other things.
That's how fruit breed. That's how plants. That's how they do it. All plants that have fruit are literally vor fetishists.
Hey,
Well-
hey, I think this thing is a little different from apples and oranges, okay?
I'm just going to mention that I think it's a little more complex than just the fruit. Just saying. Probably needs another of its kind, but honestly, from what I'd learned, probably don't know if it's the last of its kind. These things basically live underground. Could be hibernating all across the planet and we wouldn't even know. That would be nice.
As if this planet doesn't have enough problems with the fucking... never mind. This is an issue for another time.
Like the fascists? Oh yeah, they're horrible.
Well, I was gonna say not just those, but with the recent political climate, but I'm sure you'll learn about it eventually.
Oh, great. More politics.
Yep. Thanks, Prava.
Should we get out of here? By the way, your like machine's like headbutting the door and opening it. It's like
I'm going to I'm just basically going to pick up White Claw and I'm gonna tie him to the side of it.
He's like, why am I on the side? Why aren't I on top?
I'll give Raison a boost on top of it and I'll sit on top of it. It's like, that's why.
Oh, by the way, Aiden.
Yeah?
As you were putting away your revolver, you see like this appear on your like wrist computer.
Hey!
It's a little face.
It basically like it's like ding ding.
I'm gonna try to wave and get the creature's attention, and I'm gonna try and make it come closer to me again so the AI can get a better look of it.
It does get a look, and the creature's like trying to poke at the hologram, and it's like interested in the light show that it's giving off.
Anyway, I guess we're done here. Kuzon, you gonna be okay? Seems like you took a few nasty hits there.
That's why I brought legs. Tap, tap.
So, are you gonna head on back?
Yep.
Yeah.
The creature seems to give you like a small little like flutter as you start heading out.
Prava's just gonna stop 1 second and turn around. And he's gonna pull out the Orb of Friendship. And I want to see if I can like see this creature's early life to get like a better idea of how their like reproductive cycle works.
You will spend about 10 minutes there. Unlike others that you could assume for their life, this thing has been around for quite a while.
Am I understanding this, that Prava wants to look at sex life more vividly? Is that what's happening right now?
We received this like fruit from it, and someone implied that like it might take another of these creatures. Probably wants to like confirm.
Sure,
if this
I'm sure it
fruit is
has
part
nothing
of
to
it.
do with the fact that you want to see how this creature mates.
Listen, Prava's into this like kinky plant sex. He wants to get all the details for later.
By the way,
Alright.
since Prava's gonna take a while in the meantime, since we kind of left 3 corpses outside, well, actually more from the creature that killed another few things as well. I'm thinking since, you know, Kuzon's people kind of, you know, they like this tempo and shit, Aiden's gonna spend some time getting rid of the bodies and probably burying them somewhere outside. As for the big motherfucker, I don't think I can actually move him, so he's staying put.
He's dust.
Oh,
I am going to when we go outside, like the giant revenant, I want to pluck its tusks off.
I was gonna, Kuzon, how do your people feel about Riveners? Like, if we like got some Rivener leather to make stuff out of, would that be like super offensive?
I don't
Well-
think so.
Yeah, they don't see them as themselves. They see a Riven as a great dishonor, but, you know, they're not seen as proper Ishkeri.
Okay, so they're just like animals that.
They can understand basic words. Like,
Wow.
they do have some minor intelligence.
Okay. You know, probably
want-
would feel weird about skinning it, so I'm gonna drop that line of thought.
Well, if you're going to take some of a tusk from the Ravina, then essentially you're going to head on back to the village after that.
Yeah, I want to turn them into a hood ornament for my car.
ooh,
Right, we'll hide you for now. So, as you make it back to the village, you see everybody's much more calm, much more relaxed. Do you explain the situation and everything that happened?
Yeah, I wanna ride in. So like I'm gonna set up my cabling to make it look like stirrups for my mule droid. I'm gonna like I don't have a cowboy hat, but I'm gonna like pull up a hood and I just want to roll into town like the sheriff that just got the bandit.
Prava's got you back. He makes you a hard cowboy hat and passes it.
Aiden's gonna give you his revolver and slap it on the side of your hip with a holster.
So you come out like all sheriff, like, I got a story to tell you.
Funny thing is, I think my revolver is like half your size.
Yeah, it's a pretty big. It's too big. It's pretty big. I could almost two-hand wield it.
So, I'm going to assume that you tell them and the like, and do you tell them everything? Is there any parts you admit? Or
No, I don't think I admit anything. I think they need to know.
okay. So as you describe what happened and everything, they're going to go cleansing fire. It's like,
Oh, I was gonna mention that Prava's gonna like make a hard light sake bowl and carry some of the fire back with him to like give to the
okay.
people in the most pain.
You see that the elder is like, I cannot believe this. Have I been wrong for so long?
Very, yes.
Prava!
This fire here is Solarian magic, cleanses the mind, keeps you safe from the creature's influence, but the creature itself wishes you no harm. It desires no worship. It's just like a guy. It's just a friendly guy.
Prava, be
wants to
careful,
help.
man. Don't just dash this man's entire life and everything he believed to like in fucking rocks all of a sudden.
You can see like he is crushed. Like, for so long I have worshipped. He's having an existential crisis right now.
I pat him strongly on the back. There, old man. Don't worry about it. We all make mistakes.
By the way, you do see the
Like last night when we were having dinner, I put on sugar instead of salt in my meal. God, that was weird.
You do see the Ravinas are like coming up like towards you, Prava, where you brought the fire.
That probably gives them a snowball style fire blast to the face each. Just boom, 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 boom.
As you do that, you see that Ravenas actually physically start shrinking, and they're back to normal size Ishkeri.
Oh,
It's like, so long. However, they do permanently have the crests on their arms and head. They're like, oh, so long. Finally, my mind's my own. He looks up to the giant sword he used to wield, and he's like,
that's not what I expected to happen. I guess that's what I should have expected to happen. To happen to. Huh. Welcome back, guys.
You can see the old man, he's explaining, but you can tell that he's almost dead inside. At this point, he's like, they used to be the chosen ones to defend the village.
Shh, listen. You lost the god today, but you made a friend. You can now have a proper relationship with this creature without all the posturing and...
I suppose it still needs a carer. I suppose it does.
Aiden has had this sneaking suspicion for a while, but now he fully believes that fucking Prava is a psychopath.
You can see him like going, yeah, I guess you're right, but I'm gonna need some time. They're called, well, we used to call them divine Ravenas, but I guess refined. Yeah, refined works. We used to call them refined Ravenas, and they used to take only a tiny slice of the fruit, and as long as they kept eating it, they never transformed past, or they kept. If you drink the juice of the fruit, then you don't get the rut. It's how we've done things for a long time.
Poor man. There. Want some? I'm gonna offer him my flask with hard liquor.
He takes it.
There
Just to
we
be
go.
sure, Prava's gonna flick a little bit of the fire onto this guy.
I'll let him know. It's like, this is we're gonna have to work in collaboration, I believe. Oof. Easy.
Bless you.
I'll
He's like-
say, like, if we can work on a way to protect this thing, to protect you guys, to build this community and try to build a bit of understanding, and this guy's gonna help. I just like pat I pat White Claw on the head while he's still strapped to the side of my mule.
Well, we're gonna have to watch him. I mean, he did attack the village, and God, this alcohol was amazing. I feel so clear. By the way, you see, he's not Ishkeri, but his eyes are so much clearer now. Like, they're no longer clouded,
There you
almost
go.
as if like the effects were just cleared. Which, Prava, you probably think it's a fire. Aiden, you probably think it's the alcohol at this point.
Aiden says, see, if mercenary life taught me one thing, is that alcohol solves all issues.
Now we're gonna have to buy more of this. Maybe we should corner Solarian and set up more of these braziers around the village.
Yeah, it could be helpful. You keep your mind clear.
That's all good and all, but hey, Kuzon, what about your kids?
Your kids, by the way, are like, you don't see them around. Raison is like, they must be in the burrow.
That does remind me. I'll untie White Claw from the mule, just like drop it on the ground in front of the elders, whatever, to do with what they need to, and then it's like, I'll be back, and I'm gonna ride with Raison up towards the burrows.
He's like, could have been gentle with me.
You're still kind of an asshole. Kuzon just calls as he's fading into the distance.
Be happy you can feel anything at all. Most of your boys weren't that lucky.
Yeah, well, they were cannibals anyway.
Cannibals are people too. They have feelings.
Yeah, they're more people than most.
Oh,
A little cannibal joke there for you. Aiden laughs at that.
Prava's just like, oh my god.
Aiden laughs at his joke, and after he's done laughing, he still kicks him for. That was very
God.
appropriate.
You laugh too. And Kuzon, as you hear like the interactions down below, and you go into a burrow, you see your children. And as you come in, you just hear cheering. They are just cheering your name, Kuzon, Kuzon. All these six Kelly all around the walls in their little dens, shouting out for you. They're welcoming you into a burrow, something that you probably never got at home.
Yeah. Kuzon just kind of like leans a little bit back towards Raison, and it's like, do you want to pinch me?
He does. He in fact pinches you, like pretty hard too. Like.
Okay. Yeah, this is happening.
That's good enough. Okay.
Hey, Kuzon like does not know what to do with this attention. Like he's like kind of like shying away from it a bit, but it's just like waving, and it's like happy to help.
By the way, as you come up to the like where your kids were before, you just see like they just basically swarm you and jump you off the flipping walker. Just poof.
Ooh, your dad's bones are very sore.
It's like, Raison is right, you're so cool. And you see like your more muscular son go, that was amazing. it was just, you talked to one of the guard things, right? I mean, it's not a guard, the Prava told us, but still, that was amazing.
Yeah, I just kind of, it's like smelled like I ate one of the fruit. I beat up White Claw. It was something.
It's like, Raison was right about you, Pops. We shouldn't have been ashamed to be your kids. You see the two twins actually latched onto you. They don't say anything, almost as if they're ashamed, being ashamed of you.
Kuzon kind of like, just like a light smile. It's like, no. It's okay. I've made mistakes. Your old man's not too proud to admit that he's made some mistakes. I'm gonna do what I can to stay more involved with what you guys are doing. I should have reached out to you sooner and not relied on Raison here. I'll do like the he doesn't have hair, but I'll do like the ruffle hair motion on his head.
he does get ruffled. He has a hood, so it's like woof, 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 woof. He seems pretty proud of himself. So do you see? I helped take down it. He's like looking all proud while his brothers and sisters looking up going, yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's like he's crafty with a crossbow. He takes after his dad.
He gives a nod like, yeah.
And yeah, I'll just spend some time. I'll pick myself up, and it's like I'd love to talk to you guys and get to know you more, but I do have to lay down. I am pretty sore.
Understandable. It's like, by the way, Prava, I've been wondering. You said you weren't exactly streaming it, but were you recording?
Yep. Prava records basically everything now. Like he has tons of backlog videos. He just doesn't release most of it unless he has a reason to.
I've been wondering, what do you do with those? I mean, you sent photos to, the village and stuff like that, but did you send the videos?
No, he just holds on to them. Every time he goes back to the ship, he uploads them onto a computer on the ship. But
I do kind of want to show the video of me beating that guy up to my kid.
If anyone ever wants to request a video clip of something that happened, Prava would be more than happy to.
Okay. Yeah.
So is it? That's what you're gonna ask for, a video clip and.
Oh shit.
Dude, we need to teach Prava how to edit videos and we can do like a compilation of our best hits, if you know what I mean. Like Kuzon
probably already
fighting
knows how to
Kaju
do it.
style, Aiden when he fucking almost slammed that giant mech with a single bullet, stuff like that.
I want to imagine video editing is very easy in this future. Like,
Oh yeah, there's like VIs to help you and stuff like that. Mind you, his symbiote is learning more and more about video editing.
Its camera work's probably still pretty sloppy too. Like it barely has a mind.
so what? It's like, so like basically you just use it to as your producer.
And right now, it's basically just like a tripod on my shoulder. We could teach it more complicated video editing tricks when it's older and smarter.
It does seem developing quickly. As long as you use it, it seems to develop.
Okay.
But
Yeah, if
As,
Prava notices that, then he's gonna just like spend like a little bit of time, like half hour, an hour every day, doing like enrichment with it. And so from whenever he noticed that, he's been
using it to pick up things and the like.
Yeah.
By the way, Kuzon, you do get a call at this point from Esna.
Oh, I imagine like I'm just like bedridden in one of the rooms of the burrow, and just for a bit, regaining my strength, and I'll answer the call.
How is everything? I heard from Vaison that you saved the day.
Everything is everybody's safe. I'll like pick up the camera and like show it, all the kids and everything in the room, and it's like we managed to repel the attacks, and we negotiated with their leader, and everybody's gonna be working together over here from now on.
Well, I also saw some of the pictures that Vaison sent me that he got from Prava. And I noticed that you were very brave.
Yeah, you learn a thing wandering around space and, you know, fighting eldritch abominations and such.
Well, she's silent. She's trying to say something, but after a moment, she gathers up courage and say, "I'm sorry."
You don't have anything to apologize about. If things went as planned, then I wouldn't still be here. So don't worry about it. No hard feelings.
That may be true, but I do not feel good being a coward as I was. I was scared that I was going against my nature, against the nature of Ishkeli itself, and I ran away. I was ashamed. I didn't even look at the fact that this may have been a good opportunity, a good thing. That's why I'm sorry.
It's all bridge under the water. Just, you know, don't make it's like let's both promise to keep contact with their kids a bit more, eh?
Yes, I think that's the best thing. By the way, bridge under the water? How much painkillers are you under right now?
I probably I imagine I've been taken care of a bit, so I look at like whatever it was that I've just been fed, and I'm like, if I had lips, they'd probably be numb.
I see. Well, get some rest. Be there soon. Well, in a day or so. I gotta make sure I'm not fired.
Do you need your equipment back?
Pardon?
Oh, did you need the equipment back?
Maybe a few things, but generally I just tossed them some of our guns that we we're going to get rid of. That's how I was able to get hold of them.
Okay, nice.
Well, enjoy your rest. I'll be there soon. And with that, she turns off communication. As your kids are all like around you, they're all napping with you, making sure you're okay. As the sun is starting to set on Akitan, and everybody's around. Prava, you're probably like going around, are you? You know, like going around the village, making sure everything's okay.
Checking up on everyone, making sure everyone survived the fight. You know, kind of people that might have got hurt.
Hmm. And Aiden, where are you currently?
I've probably found nearby cliffside or some rooftops to smoke a cigar quietly and enjoy the sunset.
What would you roll me perception?
Me?
Yes. Okay, that will be. Let me roll. Yeah, that'll be enough. Right. As you are like leaning back, probably about to smoke for a moment, but you hear a small rock noise. Like there's a rock that tumbles down from behind you.
How close do I hear it?
One moment.
Like somewhere directly behind me, or is it off in the distance?
Yes, like behind you.
Aiden is instinctively going to roll to his side and reach for a weapon.
As you roll to your side and reach your weapon, do you immediately fire, or are you going to see what it is first?
Oh no, I'm gonna obviously first check.
As you take a look, you notice a dog. As you look, this being has a, well, it seems like a small scroll in its mouth, and it was trying to place it down behind you. Would you roll me profession? -5. Okay, you got -5 on it. I mean, +5. Sorry. Well, it's -5, but still. This is what you see, and remember.
Ooh.
You see that this creature is normally delivering messages in, well, people's time of need. You may have even seen it yourself as you're trying to get communication out through jammed comms. This being normally turns up for a message and delivers it where it needs to go.
Aiden puts his gun away and lets out a loud sigh as he gets back to his feet. You nearly gave me a heart attack there, boy. And he reaches for his backpack and he takes one of his rations and offers them up.
It comes over near you, places down the scroll onto the floor, and then basically gently takes the small ration and just
as it takes the ration, I give it a nice pat on the head and then I sit down and open to check the message.
As you've opened to check the message, you see that apparently your job about defending the colony of a bounty has gone well. One of the people was mentioning, "Hey boss, the job's gone well. I heard that you're on Akitan too, and I hope this message gets to you. Sadly, our communications guy got hit, and well, we're healing him right now, but the gear's out of commission. Thankfully, the messenger came, so, you know, I was hoping they would take this to you. Hopefully it reaches you. Just know that everything's gone well."
That was never in doubt. After all, I sent Morana to deal with it personally. As long as there's no casualties, everything's fine. Aiden's going to take his cigar and he's gonna bring the message to it to burn it so there's no traces left of it.
Hmm.
Thanks, boy. Here, call it a tip, and I'm gonna slip a few credits into one of his side pockets.
It seems to accept the small gift before giving a small nod and licking its lips.
Well, oh, I know, a successful day, I'd say. Aiden turns around to look at the sunset again. Let's hope things stay nice and peaceful and quiet for a while. And he takes another long puff of his cigar as he continues watching the sunset.
Hmm. And with that, the messenger vanishes behind a rock. And I believe that will be where our session ends for today.